Welcome to Travel Partner Official. I'm Sarah, and today we're making fairy tale dreams come true. Have you ever wished you could actually live in a real castle? Towering spires, grand halls, maybe even a ghost or two? Well, you can. Across Europe, there are breathtaking castles where you can check in and wake up in royal style. We'll explore 7 of the most magical historic castles you can actually stay in. Imagine dining under ancient chandeliers, gazing out at views that inspired legends, and sleeping where kings and queens once did. So, if you love travel, history, and a little magic, you're in the right place. Hit subscribe, grab your imaginary crown, and let's begin. Our first stop, the castle that inspired Walt Disney himself. First up, Bavaria's Neuschwanstein Castle, the real-life inspiration for Sleeping Beauty's castle. Built by King Ludwig II, this isn't a fortress for war, but a fantasy retreat perched high above the forest. The white towers, dramatic setting, and romantic design make it feel like you've stepped into a painting. While you can't sleep inside the castle itself, you can stay just steps away in the charming village of Hohenschwangau. Hotel Muller offers rooms with jaw-dropping views of Neuschwanstein. Imagine waking up to that fairy tale silhouette outside your window. Sip coffee on your balcony, watch the castle glow at sunset, and enjoy the peaceful atmosphere after the crowds leave. The hotel is cozy, the food is fantastic, and you get a taste of Bavarian hospitality. Take an evening stroll with the castle above you and feel like a neighbor to royalty. It's the closest you'll get to living the Neuschwanstein dream. You're not just a tourist, you're part of the landscape, soaking in the magic. For me, that's a fairy tale come true. The perfect start to our castle adventure. Could you see yourself here? Let's keep the magic going. Next stop, Ireland's ultimate luxury castle. Ready? Welcome to Ashford Castle in Ireland. 8 centuries of history, now a 5-star hotel. Cross the stone bridge and you're not just a guest, you're royalty. Inside, you'll find glittering chandeliers, antique-filled halls, and Irish warmth at every turn. Each room is unique, with 4-poster beds, fireplaces, and views over the vast estate and shimmering lake. But the real magic is in the experience. Falconry, horseback riding, golf, even a private cinema. Dine like a king in the George V dining room, or enjoy a hearty meal in the castle's cozy dungeon restaurant. The blend of luxury and authentic history is unforgettable. You're wrapped in comfort, surrounded by centuries of stories. It's less a hotel stay, more like starring in your own historical drama, just with better Wi-Fi. Yes, it's a splurge, but for a special occasion, it's worth every penny. The ultimate Irish fairy tale, and you're the main character. Ready to step into the next chapter? Let's head to France for a true medieval fortress. Grab your crown. Next, Château de Bagnols. Let's go. Transition. Now we're in France's Beaujolais wine region at Château de Bagnols, a real medieval fortress with moat, drawbridge, and towers. This isn't a fantasy, it's 8 centuries of history, lovingly restored into a magnificent hotel. Step inside to giant fireplaces, ancient tapestries, and stone floors worn by centuries of footsteps. The suites are historic, some with original frescoes, 4-poster beds, and thick stone walls. Each room tells a story, blending authentic charm with modern luxury. Curl up with a glass of Beaujolais wine, gazing out over formal gardens and vineyards. The Michelin-starred restaurant, 1217, serves elegant French cuisine in a grand, light-filled guard room. Explore the gardens, swim among Romanesque ruins, or visit the chateau's own winery for a tasting. This is a place for true history lovers, less about fairy tales, more about living the life of a French noble. Rustic, elegant, and profoundly French, an absolute treasure. Next, we return to Germany for a castle that's alive with medieval spirit. Ready for some action? On to Burg Satzvey. Let's go. Transition. Back in Germany, Burg Satzvey offers a lively, hands-on castle experience. This moated castle has been in the same family for over 300 years and feels truly alive. It's famous for medieval markets, jousting tournaments, and festive events. Sometimes you're right in the middle of the action. While you can't stay in the main keep, historic outbuildings and the gatehouse have been transformed into cozy guest rooms. Wake up inside the castle walls, hear the estate come alive, and stroll the grounds before the crowds arrive. The family shares their heritage through personal tours and stories, making you feel like a welcome guest. Enjoy authentic food at the markets or in the castle's restaurant, and maybe even join a murder mystery dinner. Burg Satzvey is perfect for families, kids, or anyone who wants to experience the romance and excitement of the Middle Ages. It's less about luxury, more about joyful immersion. A castle with a huge heart and a welcoming spirit. Next, we cross the channel to England for Tudor drama. Ready to walk in the footsteps of kings and queens? Thornbury Castle awaits. Let's go. Transition. End scene. Welcome to Thornbury Castle, England's only Tudor castle hotel, and the site of Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn's honeymoon. Walk the same halls as history's most famous couple, surrounded by oriel windows, towering chimneys, and one of England's oldest walled gardens. The atmosphere is thick with intrigue and romance. Book the Duke's bedchamber, the very suite where Henry and Anne stayed, with its massive four-poster bed and spiral staircase. Every room is named for a Tudor figure and filled with tapestries and antiques. Dine in historic rooms with roaring fireplaces, enjoying modern British cuisine fit for royalty. Try archery or falconry on the grounds, just as the Tudors did. Or simply relax by the fire, soaking in the echoes of the past. Thornbury is a history lover's paradise, stately, dramatic, and utterly unique. For anyone fascinated by the Tudors, this is your chance to live the story. Next, we head to Italy for rustic romance in the Umbrian hills. Ready for a change of scenery? Castello di Petroia is calling. Let's go! Transition. End scene. Transition. Now to Umbria, Italy. Castello di Petroia, a medieval hamlet crowned by a fortress with panoramic countryside views. The castle dates back to the 11th century and is the birthplace of a Renaissance duke. Stay in rooms scattered across the Borgo or climb the ancient tower for breathtaking vistas. Original stone walls, terracotta floors, and beamed ceilings blend with modern comforts. It's rustic, real, and deeply peaceful, surrounded by olive groves and forests. Lounge by the pool, hike the hills, or simply soak in the tranquility. The castle's restaurant serves local Umbrian dishes, much from their own farm, including legendary Chianina beef. It's a true farm-to-table experience, Italian style. Castello di Petroia is for travelers seeking authentic history, romance, and the simple pleasures of Italian life. Watch the sunset from your tower, and you'll never want to leave. Next, we return to Germany for a palace fit for an empress. Ready for pure elegance? Schlosshotel Kronberg awaits. Let's go. Transition. End scene. Our final stop, Schlosshotel Kronberg near Frankfurt, a palace built for Empress Victoria, daughter of Queen Victoria. This isn't a fortress, but a palace filled with original antiques, paintings, and royal treasures. Walk grand halls, admire soaring ceilings, and feel like you've stepped into Downton Abbey on an imperial scale. Rooms and suites are spacious, elegant, and individually decorated with priceless antiques. Book a suite with a balcony overlooking the castle park and golf course. Dining is a grand affair. Gourmet cuisine in the castle restaurant, or cocktails in the legendary Jimmy's bar. Despite the grandeur, there's a warmth here. The hotel is still owned by the Empress's descendants. Explore the art, read royal letters, and immerse yourself in the story of European royalty. Schlosshotel Kronberg is the ultimate in palatial living, art, history, and timeless elegance. The perfect, glittering finale to our Fairytale Castle tour. Which castle would you choose? Let's wrap up our adventure. Transition. End scene. Transition. There you have it. 7 real-life fairytale castles in Europe you can actually stay in. From Neuschwanstein's romance to Kronberg's elegance, each offers a unique window into history and a chance to live your dream. Which castle tops your list? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this adventure, subscribe for more magical journeys. Until next time, happy travels, and may all your adventures be royal. Bye, everybody!